Hey everyone, and we are back. So we're going to spend this episode, it might be a bit of a dull episode, but we are going to spend time upgrading a lot of our facilities. We're going to, especially our burners and furnaces here. So first, let's turn these off, because all of these are going to get upgraded with better furnaces, which will allow us to sort of smelt more and smelt a little bit faster. Okay, and there, that said, I think they do suck more fuel. Okay, and here we go. Add that in there. We're going to have to go get more coal. Might as well just use all this up. Okay, let's get all these turned back to the way they're supposed to be. Put that in there, and we're going to go get more coal. In fact, we may end up going over to one of these other coal lines and setting up a whole nother coal line just so that we can have building more of a coal stockpile. Because if you saw last episode, we ran into a problem when all of our coal ended up getting used. So we have got that, but we're going to leave it for now. So let's work on some of this stuff. Just sort of like fluff tech. Okay, we're just going to be getting a lot of this. I'm not as worried about all this backing up now, especially now that we've added this other line. Okay, and so far all of our upgraded furnaces we are going to put to use up in that iron area up here. Everything else is running pretty smoothly, but we want to upgrade that. We want to upgrade the iron production up there, as well as we eventually want to put some steel, more steel production coming up, because we have enough metal being produced, enough basic ore. So eventually, once we get more of these turned, we're going to lead this line further down, and using our old furnaces, our old stone furnaces that we are essentially replacing, we are going to be leading more off and creating more metal, more iron, more steel. So let's, I know we just made these. Are you facing the wrong way? Oh, no, you're just working, that's why. Okay, and there we go. We're doing this especially to get this going because it's really important to start building up our steel stockpile. A lot of our bigger tech, more advanced tech, really requires steel production. And so far, our steel is really slow. We only have like 3 furnaces. I think we may have another furnace set up on the other side. But let's build these ones over here. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Let's get that going. Because now what we're going to do is actually have these 2 remaining furnaces doing more steel production over here. Okay. 1, 2, there we go. And let's bring, we're going to need some underground stuff. So let's get that made. Come on, get out of the way. There we go. Yeah, we are definitely going to need another coal. So let's have this. There we go. There's that. Come on, there. Oh, jeez. Come on, and back. And let's have that. So that gives us a, not much, but a bit of an opening. And that will at least slowly start upgrading our production of steel. A little bit at least. And plop all that in there. There we go. So we actually have coal right here. So why don't we get some electric mining drill set up and just really pump off into a box, like just up here. That way when it comes time to start refilling all these furnaces, we will have a box full of stuff just there. We have lots more copper being made. Good, that's set up. Although we appear to have run out of copper up here. And remarkably enough, it looks like it's just because of how much is being used. So let's turn some of these. Where's the best way to run this then? Let's see. If we put, say, a splitter coming off. Let's see, this is a bit awkward. This has worked really well to get a lot of copper in circulation, but now I need to find a way to sort of bring it over. And we're going to do that with a splitter. Come on, and we're going to run the copper over and have more furnaces right down in here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that'll work. And we'll say 5. Okay. There we go. Upsy daisy. We're going to have to go get more assembly line. We have used all that stuff we got. Okay, there we go. Let's go get that. So everything else is doing pretty good. We have a good supply of everything. We could use more electric circuits being made, that's for certain. Although we have quite a few of these stocked up, so we don't actually really need a lot of that. Okay, and there we go. It didn't need any of that, but we're doing it anyway. Everything seems to be working good here. Oh, we're going to need to refill all the copper in this side. Yeah. Let's do that while we're down here. We have one assembly line continuing to make bullets, which is always helpful. We're going to ignore that, pretend it just doesn't exist. And grab a lot of this. That way, because we're essentially filling 2 boxes. It'll be really good once we get robots, because with the robots, they can be the ones running around refilling everything and we don't have to worry about it. A lot of those being made. Good. Okay. And there we go. Good. And we got to it before anything actually ran out. Even better. Okay. Let's go put this here. Factorio, it's definitely really fun. Try it out if you guys haven't already. But it can be kind of slow. There is a fair bit of running around to do. For example, just in the early stages, which we still are, running around and restocking everything. Getting the robots really will help with that. As you can even see on the map, our factory is expanding a great deal. Like just size-wise, it's taking up quite a bit more space. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, and one last one down there. Okay, we do not have enough fuel for these, sadly. Let's go get that coal thing set up down here. And we want to pack as many of these into a space as possible while still having them effective. Okay, I think that's it. I think that's all we're gonna get out of here. No, no, wrong button. Not technology. I want to rotate it. Let's get some more boxes being made. Oh, come on. And over we go. There we go. Okay, so that'll at least start producing some coal up here. Not a great deal, but it should be enough for now. Or at least enough to sort of keep everything moving fairly steady. See, and look how much iron like these are eating. This was stocked way up not that long ago, and now it just eats it. How are we doing for metal? Or steel, not metal. Good, we're doing good. Because I want to start making a lot more steel furnaces. I want to start replacing a lot more of these other furnaces. Make everything more effective. Okay. It's a good thing we came down here for metal or for coal, because we're going to need to stockpile a lot here. I'm going to just bring a ton of this. And there's that. There's that. There's that. I believe I mentioned in one of the more recent updates as well, one we're not using, if there's something like an iron burner, or I believe even for the furnaces, or a driller, anything that uses coal, if coal is in the supply chain somewhere, so if it's being mined out, if it's being transported through that machine will automatically take it and refill itself as required, as needed when it runs out. So let's fill all these. And now we have a ton to help us as we start changing everything, or start updating our burners. And that has really cleaned up this as well, which is actually kind of good, I think. Because that is a good stockpile. We're going to get even more copper moving into this stockpile. Our goal for now is definitely keep changing these ones. These are kind of the priority, I think. Let's add another one over here. Okay. And we'll put this there. Okay. Excellent, excellent, excellent. See, everything is moving along very nice. Can we get another drill in here somewhere? We could use even more iron. Probably not in here, but maybe over at the other one. Yeah, we can get another drill in over here. Yeah, why not? Okay, how is our energy supply doing? Still very good, although we may need an upgrade soon. Steel is now looking pretty good. We don't, in fact, have a steel thing over here like I thought we might. Let's see. May be good to start diverting some steel in here. Is there another fairly close steel? That's another big iron field up there. It's copper. It doesn't really help. Let's see how much space we have down here. We still have a fair bit of space. So let's get this adding more in here. Okay, we're going to move this, sadly. Okay. Okay, come on, there we go. Because I want more access to that iron. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And see, these are the medium electric poles that provide more space. See, one of them is supplying everything. 2, 3, there we go. That's all nice and set up. Come on. Okay. They do, I think, have smaller wires. So we're trying to maximize this field to get as much iron out of it as possible. Okay. That will work there for now. Come on. Autosave, not now. Okay. Come on. And let's see. Can we get... Yeah, that pretty much fills everything up. And there we go. Huzzah! So that fills all of that. And that supplies everything else. Okay. So that should be a fair bit of metal. We are, in fact, going to run a splitter here up to this one, because this could use a bit of help too. Come on, faster. While we're waiting for that, and it's okay because we can actually let it build a stockpile of metal up on that belt. 1, 2, 3, 4. Put that there. I don't know why I'm carrying raw copper, not entirely sure where that came from. This guy must be nuts if he's like using his bare hands here to rip apart still running furnaces. Okay. We're going to use underground ones just to make it look a bit cleaner for a little bit. And there we go. So now we should have a pretty decent supply of metal ore there. Oh, this, however, is really bunching down and slowing up. See if we can fix it by using some of these. And here we go. Not a great deal of extra speed, no. It definitely bottlenecks, like right there. Ah, that's good enough. Let's get this one going too. Come on. I clicked off in the wrong place. Put you in there as well. Oh, okay. Fancy. We are looking fancy. We have a ton of stone furnaces, so we are actually going to set up a box over here, sort of at our base camp area, where we're just going to stick stuff that we don't really want to get rid of, but we certainly don't need to use just yet. Let's see, what do we want to pick? Bullet shooting speed. Sounds good to me. Let's stick that. We can stick that. Those tools don't need to be used. That doesn't need to be used. That doesn't need to be used. Okay. I would like to, before we wrap this episode up, I'd really like to start some assembly lines for making these fast transport belts. Okay, so that's somehow still working. Let's move this light. So that supplies... okay. This may actually kind of work for us. He should still get supplied enough. This will build up a stockpile. Oh, no, I want you doing that. There we go. And we can put... Where do I want it to come off? Yeah, we'll put it there. We'll put it right beside the other one. We're doing okay here. So if we put this with a fast one, will this supply keep up? Should. That should be more than enough metal to keep all those supplied. See, we have a build up here. Let's build a lot more assembly machines. I think I'm going to have them start... Let's speed this one up. Is anything eating gears? No. Well, they're eating gears, but they should get enough. They'll get what they need. Okay. 1, 2. There we go. We don't really need that stone under there, although I am not overly thrilled that we are sort of losing it. There we go. And these are both going to be for just gear wheels as well, just to help that stock. There, okay. Actually sort of gives us a nice redundancy connection right there. Oh, come on. That was just brutal. Okay, there we go. We have 3 more machines making gear wheels. That should help. It means we're not going to be horribly... We can actually get rid of this. No one was able to feed off that. I think what I am going to do is, next episode, we are going to go up to this iron area and just create a massive... it's not even going to be that massive, really. Oh, look, another huge base up there. That kind of sucks. And it's just going to mine a ton of metal, and we're going to ship it right down here to this part of the belt. So, because this belt will essentially feeds everything at some point or the other. It gets split into and feeds everything. So I think we're going to start preparing for that, but that is going to be the next episode, I think. So what are we missing? We need some metal. Let's go up to the top one and get it. So we're going to just spend the rest of this episode upgrading some of our hydroelectric wires and making sure everything is running half decent. And the next episode, we're going to do the expedition to set up another mining outpost. We're doing okay for metal. Everything that needs it is getting some. Okay, we're making a ton of these. And a ton of those. Okay, we need some copper, so let's go get some copper while we're down there. Everything else seems to be running pretty smooth. We still don't have much copper being made here. We have enough. Let's see, how much is actually getting down? Last time we were here there was only like 18. Not a great deal of it, actually. Although it is steadily stocking up. This machine isn't quite as useful because he's taking it all, but once that starts to get filled up, you know what we're going to do? We're going to turn this box so I don't have to fill everything up. There we go. Once it fills that up, it will start building a stockpile. When we notice that, we can turn it down a little bit more. Let's see what is happening up here. We need more copper in the chain. So we're actually going to use some of our... they're not super important machines over here. We'll build more for the other expedition. Oh, come on. Okay. There we go. Excellent. Okay, I can now get rid of that. Excellent. We'll definitely be able to clean up some of the wires in here. That didn't even appear to affect anything. Come on. Is that... Yes, that's what I wanted. I do like having redundancy, just in case something happens. I'm not really worried that we're going to get attacked. And that, or at least attacked to a point where it'll just ruin everything. I'm not really as worried about an attack coming from up here either. What am I missing? Electric circuits? I'm missing copper. We don't have a copper like sort of stockpiling up here, so I have to hike all the way down. That kind of sucks. We're going to call this episode here, however. It may be a bit of a short one, but I will do some running around and just getting materials ready so our next episode we can go off and do our expedition. I will talk to you guys later. Have yourselves a wonderful time, and see you on the far side.